Few weeks for the impending 2026 World Cup qualifies for the Super Eagles of Nigeria versus Rwanda and Zimbabwe. I'll be talking about some of the impressive performances of the Super Eagles of Nigeria players ahead of these upcoming matches and the latest from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Before I delve into the stories, please let's all build this channel together with all due respect. If you are new on this platform, subscribe to the channel, click on the post notification bell for more updates. Don't forget to like the video and share to other social media platforms. My name still remains Solomon Kwekwe Asante, your only nomenclature with engineer's philosophy in sports. And lest I forget, I want a Nigerian name so that subsequently I'll be introducing myself with my Nigerian name. So do as much as you can to give me a Nigerian name in the comment box. And with time, I know I'll be able to articulate each and every Nigerian word with precision so that my pronunciation and everything in the Nigerian language will be very perfect. The only Ghanaian who has declared his support for the Super Eagles of Nigeria ahead of the 2025 AFCON tournaments. Drop your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts after my presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's delve into the stories. Starting with is the impressive performances of some of the Super Eagles of Nigeria players over the weekends in Europe and from the camp of Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman has dominated the news for the past days after missing crucial penalty against Club Brugge in the knockout stage of the UEFA Champions League, where just after the game he was being hugely criticized by his head coach Gian Piero Gasperini. And we all know he bitterly responded, but a whole lot of things happened about the banter between Ademola Lookman and his head coach Gian Piero Gasperini. Yesterday in the Serie A, he helped his club Atalanta Calcio romped over Empoli by 5 goals to 0, where he scored brace, meaning he scored 2 goals on the 43rd and 55th minutes against Empoli in the Serie A. Just after the game yesterday, he has been praised by his head coach, Gian Piero Gasperini, just telling him that Ademola Lookman, you epitomize professionalism. That is what he can tell you. Indeed, you've done well for Atalanta, and he has nothing to say than to praise you. The exact words of the head coach, Gian Piero Gasperini, yesterday, just after Empoli game for Ademola Lookman, are these. Let's listen to. I don't know what you mean by professionalism, but it's the best way to move forward. We are all professionals. We played a good game and scored some good goals. Lookman has always scored a lot of goals. At this, since he's been with us, he's become an extraordinary player, especially when he made himself available to the team, becoming a super player. He said he's attached to the fans, and I appreciate that a lot. Lookman is attached to the fans, and Gian Piero Gasperini appreciates that a lot. These are the exact words from the head coach of Atalanta Calcio, who recently criticized Ademola Lookman. Now, in the camp of Ademola Lookman, before I go to his statistics against Empoli yesterday, records and the new one coming from Succession's Opta is that he is the first player to score more than 10 goals in each of the last 3 Serie A games. So from the 2022, 2023, 2023, 2024, and this 2024, 2025 season, he has been the first ever player in the Serie A to score more than 10 goals in each of the last 3 Serie A seasons, as I've already mentioned. So it's a great achievement. And boss, I salute you being the African Player of the Year. I don't know what to say to elogize you, but indeed, you are a great player, and you look forward to seeing more from you subsequently for what you can do for Nigeria, Africa, and even if you are living Atalanta Calcio, what you can do for your next club. That is it from the camp of Ademola Lookman. Now, his performance as in Star Sixes against Empoli yesterday. Ademola Lookman played 76 minutes, scored twice on the 43rd and 55th minutes. Lookman assists 0, shots on target 2, shots off target 0, shots blocked 0. He attempted 6 dribbles, 3 were successful, touches 52, accurate passes out of the 52 touches were 19 out of 28, representing 68% Ademola Lookman from Sofa Africa Score had a rating of 9.1 out of 10.0. So that was the performance of Ademola Lookman against Empoli. From the camp of Ademola Lookman to the camp of Moses Simon, I spoke about him earlier before their game against Alcilons, where he made a swift injury return. He's in some fine form for his club Nantes and he's doing well. And I know he's preparing himself for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Yesterday, he scored from a sport kick, and it was a nice sport kick goal from Moses Simon. Let's look at the performance of Moses Simon against Alcilons yesterday in the French League M. He played 89 minutes, scored once, didn't assist, shots on targets 1, shots off target 0, dribbled attempts 9, 5 were successful, big chances missed 1, touches 52. That was the performance of Moses Simon against Alcilons with Sofa's Africa rating of 7.5 out of 10.0. Looking at his statistics this season for his club, Nantes, in the French League M, he has played 22 games, scored 6 times, and provided 7 assists, meaning he has made 13 goals contributions this season for his club, Nantes. And as I've told you, I think with his fine form, he's really preparing massively to face Rwanda and Zimbabwe in the upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Let me move from the camp and the performances of some of the Super Eagles of Nigeria players now to the camp of Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen has shared his thoughts for the very first time on the 2025 AFCON draw, the AFCON which will be held in Morocco. The exact words from Victor Osimhen is that they will be ready to face any team or any country that comes their way. We all know that Nigeria is in Group C with Tanzania, Uganda, and Tunisia. And this sets up a competitive journey for the 3 times African champions, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, as they aim for glory in Morocco. The exact words for Victor Osimhen, speaking to BBC journalist Oluwashina Okeleji, are these.
Back home, draw has been made for the AFCON. You saw it. I know everyone's attention is on the World Cup, but when you saw the draw, what went through your mind? Uganda, Tanzania, and of course Tunisia.
Not gonna be easy. Not gonna be easy. Just like we all know, this is African football. This is AFCON. You can get a lot of surprises, but you're gonna take each game as they come. We have a new coach. I spoke with him a couple of times, and I know the kind of objective he has set for itself, also for the players. And I'm looking forward to the first training of the game so that we can also feel his presence and know what exactly he really did for me.
Importantly for you, you haven't played in a World Cup. You must be looking forward. You're playing one for Nigeria, even though you are in a very difficult situation in your group.
You have to give everything. You know, it's a dream of every youngster to be at the World Cup. I think mine is no exception. So for me, I want to be there, just like every year of my Super Eagles teammate. And we are really looking forward to the game against Rwanda to try to correct all the mistakes we've made in the past qualifiers of the World Cup. So for me, I think we will be ready.
Thank you, Victor.
You're welcome.
Still in the camp of Victor Osimhen, Victor Osimhen has been praised by an inner person in the Galatasaray team, telling a lot of people around him that they owe Victor Osimhen a lot. What is done for the club? We all know he's making waves in the Superliga in Turkey, doing whatever he can do, etching his name, whatever, fine form, and making revelations for himself in the Turkish Superliga. The exact words from Mehmet Ogzan, an inner person for the Galatasaray team, to Victor Osimhen. Let's listen to. Osimhen will play his last Fenerbahce derby. I don't see the possibility of him staying in Galatasaray in the new season. He wants to end his Galatasaray career with a goal he scored against Fenerbahce. He will have extra motivation. If Galatasaray is still at the top today, they owe a lot to Victor Osimhen. This is an inner person in the Galatasaray team. He is saying they owe a lot to Victor Osimhen because he's doing well. He has played 25 matches this season in all competitions for Galatasaray. He has scored 20 goals and provided 5 assists, meaning he has had 25 games with 25 goals contributions. What a player, a top-notch striker to be described in the African continent, even in world football. Let me move from the camp of Victor Osimhen to the camp of Ready-Ajayi. And what is coming from Ready-Ajayi is quite disturbing. He has had torrid times recently. And for the past 5 months, he has been sidelined due to injuries. He has been out of action somewhere October, and he returned this year, February. Just after his injury return, he has made another injury relapse. It's very difficult, very torrid for Ready-Ajayi, and he might even miss out on the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. And from the camp, what is happening now is that last Saturday, there was a championship game between West Brom, his club, and Oxford United. On the 46 minutes, he hobbled off the pitch due to an injury. For now, we don't know the extent of the injury. They are now going to diagnose him to ascertain the extent of the injury and how his return timetable will be. So I'll keep an eye and monitor the situation to bring you up to speed updates from the camp of Ready-Ajayi. So that is the latest coming from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria players and their team ahead of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. I will end here with my presentation. But before I take a leave, let me give you special shout-outs. Peter Osai, I appreciate your good works on this particular platform. J. Ola Dapo, God bless you. Happy Victor, you are super fantastic in the comment box. Junior, Akantola, God bless you. And Dudavi, God bless you. Don Davi, okay, Don Davi rather. David Bangura, God bless you. Let me look at the name very well before I pronounce and make a mistake. Ola Ayinugba, God bless you very well for your good works and support to Sportsfella. We really, really appreciate your efforts by commenting under my videos. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Until we meet again on this platform, it's bye for now.